sending them after training, they can't migrate. I will not be part of those who will give soft landing to these guys who are running the affairs of this country.
People are dying every day. In an hour, people just go in and come out and read out stories to us. Come on, Kofi.
We must step beyond the talk. We have the analysis.
Join us as we dissect the headlines, bring you exclusive interviews, and dive deep into the heart of the matter. The big conversations live here.
Join Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire, weekdays 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, welcome to Health Thursday for this week. I can't wait to hear from you because we have a very important conversation. I have some questions for you, and I would like you to answer these questions because it's about your health. Very important. We're talking this morning about the dangers of bacterial resistance from antibiotics misuse. I can imagine that almost everybody listening to me this morning has had one need or the other to use antibiotics. But we have an issue on our hands, and public health experts have been speaking about this matter for quite some time. But recently, they have upped the volume on this issue. In fact, we hear that public health experts are telling the federal government to declare an emergency on antimicrobial resistance. There was a forum recently for journalists regarding this whole issue of antimicrobial resistance. But the reason I put it so simply for you, for this conversation, talking about the dangers of bacterial resistance from the misuse of antibiotics. Where we talk about misuse of antibiotics or bacterial resistance, or better put, antimicrobial resistance. The reason I'm not saying I'm using the words antimicrobial resistance is it's not easy for anyone who is not a medical or a person or health person to understand, or scientist to understand what you're talking about when it's big, you know. But when you hear bacterial resistance, when you hear antibiotics, I think it's easy to understand. But the term generally globally accepted and used is antimicrobial resistance. We talked about this, if I'm not mistaken, last year. What is antimicrobial resistance? It has become a growing concern, not just in Nigeria, but around the world. I mean, all over the world. It's not just a Nigerian issue, and Nigeria, therefore, is not left out. Recently, I've followed the conversations regarding this issue, both with, programs held for journalists, with the federal government speaking on it, with experts in health speaking on it. It's a growing concern. And I'll ask some questions, and the answers will come from you, and we'll all get to realize how bad this is getting. Okay, it's very important. The misuse and overuse of antibiotics has led to this thing we call antimicrobial resistance. The misuse and the abuse of antibiotics, overuse of antibiotics, has led to this thing we call AMR, antimicrobial resistance. Stay with me. Now, this thing has become so bad that it is now seen to be a threat to public health. A threat to public health, your health, my health. A threat to food security. And even economic development. Bacteria, yeah. Bacterial resistance. Threat to economic development. Stay with me, please, ladies and gentlemen. So what exactly is this antimicrobial resistance? What are the dangers of this antimicrobial resistance in Nigeria? What are the causes of this bacterial resistance or antimicrobial resistance? What are the consequences? And what can be done to prevent it? All right? What can be done? So why is it a problem? Now, this antimicrobial resistance, health experts tell us it occurs when bacteria, viruses, or fungi develop resistance to antibiotics. What this means, according to the experts, is that these drugs become ineffective against the infections. Like I said, I can guess that a lot of people listening this morning have had to use the need for antibiotics for one reason or the other. After all, when you go get tested, if they don't tell you it's malaria, they'll tell you it's typhoid, right? So when the medication, the antibiotics, become resistant to these infections or to the bacteria, then we have a problem. That's where we call antimicrobial resistance. All right, we'll get it. but it's a serious matter. So what this means is that even the simplest infection can potentially, this is what the experts are saying, become deadly if left untreated. And the WHO says that this antimicrobial resistance is one of the biggest threats to global health, food and food security and development. They're the ones who said it. So I have a question for you. What role can you and I, as individuals, play in preventing this bacterial resistance and this antimicrobial resistance in the country? What role can we play? What role can healthcare professionals, if you're listening, you can tell me, play in preventing this bacterial resistance or antimicrobial resistance in the country? And of course, what role can the government play? It's a question I have for you. Also, have you, listening to me this morning, or someone you know, have you misused antibiotics in the past? See, you can be honest, you can confess. It's not sunny side, but you can confess, or you can, because we're trying to learn, educate ourselves, and also, implore ourselves to do the right thing, So feel free. If you want to be anonymous, that's okay. But have you or someone you know misused antibiotics in the past? What is misuse of antibiotics? We'll get to that. Okay? Do you know the risks? Are you aware of the risks associated with self-medication with antibiotics? Some of you listening to me, you know the name of all the antibiotics in this country. The one you take, the one you give your children, the one you give your wife, the one you give your mother, the one you are the expert at home. But are you aware of the risks associated with self-medication with antibiotics? And what do you think are the most effective ways to raise awareness about the dangers of this AMR in the country? All right, let's get to the phone lines. Join the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Numbers to call on Health Thursday today, 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. It's a simple matter. Are you aware that there is a growing issue in this country that antibiotics and drugs that are meant to fight bacteria, meant to fight infections, are not working like they used to work because of the misuse or overuse of antibiotics? Are you aware? Have you misused antibiotics before? Have you overused it before? Underuse. There's underuse. Some people don't complete their Your dosage. Oh, I don't feel sick again. Who has been on that table before? All right, let's go back to the phone lines. 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Then, of course, we have a WhatsApp number available, which is 080 95 97 5805. 080 95 97 5805. Then, of course, you can send your messages on WhatsApp, short messages. You can send a voice note of 1 minute or less, or you can call the WhatsApp number with WhatsApp. We also have on Skype. We're streaming live on Facebook and live on YouTube as well. All right. Let's confess our sins one to the other, because I'm on that table too. 99.3, good morning.
Kofi, good morning.
Good morning. Who do we have on the line, please?
Sunday on the line, calling from Bariga.
Okay, Sunday, welcome. I'm listening to you. Please
Yeah,
go on.
thank you.
Yes, welcome.
The fact is that these antibiotics that is so expensive these days, you cannot compare with the previous one, the one that they used to do in those days. When you take them, like the one they've already banned now, you discover that nothing is inside but ordinary chalk, and it doesn't work. So those that needed it to work well will continue to take maybe 2, 3, 4 sachets, but still you will not get the very good result. This is why people of drug themselves, because it doesn't work. So I don't think these antibiotics are working well these days.
Okay, you think
if it was in those, then I will say yes, 100%.
All right.
People have, overused them, but these days, it doesn't work, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay. The reason
that's the way I know.
You are saying that it doesn't work is because the antibiotics are made of chalk. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. If you are doubting what I'm saying, buy it, and then you can even put inside the water and taste it with your tongue. And you discover that some of them used to be very, very bitter. I don't want to give names. But I thank God that the government is now coming out to discover all these things that is fake drugs, and then they put a ban on them. That's all.
I didn't say I doubted you. I just wanted you to emphasize what you're saying. I can hear you well.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that fake drugs exist in our society. In one of those days, thank you, sir, for your time. One of those days, I took paracetamol, and as a child, we were taught to chew paracetamol because my auntie was a nurse. So I chewed it, and I told my wife, this paracetamol doesn't taste like normal paracetamol. I know what normal paracetamol, it tastes like chalk. My 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi. This is Kenny. How are you?
Kenny, very well, thank you. I hope you're good too. Please go on with you.
Yes, I am. Yeah, so basically speaking, you raised some very critical points. Let me start with this. For those people that abandon their drugs in the middle of, the course and say they feel good, they are the ones, number one, primarily predisposing themselves to resistance. Because when they do that, well, I have some medical doctor friends, and one of my children is a doctor as well. So what they do is that they make those microorganisms span across, as you said, bacteria, viruses, fungi, even plasmodium, the one that causes malaria. All of them are microorganisms, anything that is a small organism. So basically what they do is that they cause those microorganisms to, it's a way of naturally defending themselves. They become resistant. And that is why, if you notice, if you actually go to a doctor or you consult with a pharmacist and you go to the pharmacy and say, okay, I want to deworm myself, the first thing they will ask you is, what brand did you use the last time? Then they will give you a different brand, because those microorganisms, your body may have become resistant to that particular brand. So the medical field, they try as much as they can to help us, because we as human beings should also help ourselves.
All right.
So that's it. Thank you, God.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Interesting. And say hi to your medical doctor daughter.
Your son. Thank you.
A son for us. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice one. Okay. Keep your calls coming through. 0201 465 7190. How about self-medication? How many of you engage in self-medication? So you like, I know some people who are. Let me be open. I hope the person I'm talking about is not listening. I know some parents. They are the doctor of their children. No, in fact, some doctors can't tell them anything because they know it all. So they know all the antibiotics. They can go order. They just go to the pharmacy. Give me that one, that one, that one, that one, and they pump their kids with antibiotics. Every small thing antibiotic. Right, parents. Call right now and confess your sins, all right? 99.3, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Hope you're good too. Who do we have?
My name is Nena.
Nena, welcome.
Oh, you're not wrong. I have friends. They have this basket of medication and you're like wondering. You keep preaching to them. No, she will tell you no. The ones they mix this and that, baby will be okay. And somehow the baby gets better anyway.
Wow.
But what I'm trying to, emphasize, there should be awareness in most private hospitals. Kofi, once you go for malaria test, they tell you typhoid. Typhoid. There's in the body, there's a certain number of titer in your system. They won't even tell you or check. And then people keep taking antibiotics. There was one that they used to use, I think it's been banned. And people were puffing them and putting them into their system. Why should they be doing that? Because once they tell me that, I tell them, no, I don't need it. I don't have typhoid, because my brother told me that over the years he was in University of Port Harcourt, they had only 2 cases of typhoid. Kofi, when you read all these British books, when somebody is suffering from typhoid, where they put them on the attic, that place, and then because it's bad. So, but the way we are doing it, people are just making money out of typhoid. You will drop your food, you open your door and take it. The person will not even be there until you get well. That's how bad typhoid is.
Wow. Because I've been asking, I've been always wondering, okay, and the doc, we'll have to bring a doctor in to talk about this, but every time you go, most times you go get a test, if it's not malaria, it's typhoid.
That's what I'm saying. In fact, somebody told me a long time ago, I had to beg him until my brother came back and talked to him. He stopped. Every month he must treat typhoid. I said, you're killing your liver. Every month. That's what they tell them. They just go to lab. Once they the titer is there. And I said, no, there's a certain number of it on your system already. So you just have to, like cholesterol, you have the margin, and then when it starts going up. So a lot of them need to be talked to. They should stop making money out of Nigerians. Once you go for malaria, typhoid, all of them, please, they should help Nigerians and stop killing them. And then the antibiotics, once you say it, I don't know why people take it. For 10 years, 5 years, I've not taken antibiotics. I'm very, skeptical. And sometimes one of my friends said they want to give me a small one, like someone I take for 2 weeks. I'll ask them to give me the one for 1 week. I say, why do you do that? There's a reason for it, like the system to accept it. And why will you do that? She said, she's not interested in 2 weeks. So people do it. We are all listening. Please, let's talk about it because it's bad.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed your contribution. We'll get somebody over maybe next week or upper week to talk about this issue of every time you do test typhoid. We should have a typhoid epidemic. I don't know. So the experts will come talk about it. I'm not aware of that. I'm not, qualified to speak on it. But thank you very much, madam. We have a call on Skype. Skype caller, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Bartels.
Where are you listening to us from?
I would like to be anonymous.
Okay, which country are you listening from?
I'm listening from Israel.
Okay, you guys have typhoid over there as well?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
When you're talking about the issue of
Bacterial.
Antibiotics.
You
see, when you're talking of that, in Nigeria, it's a special case. You know why?
Tell me.
Because of fake drugs. Fake drugs is the problem in Nigeria. So like the other man said, they'll be taking like 3, 4, 5 capsules, 6 capsules where this is not working. It's causing another problem. Why I'm anonymous is this. When I was in Nigeria, I have a place in Akowonjo where paracetamol is being produced in a small shop, small shop. That is why I'm anonymous now, because those people will be listening to me now.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey there, mums and dads. Did you know that some children are picky eaters and also do not get enough fruits and vegetables from their diet? Well Kid Baby and Infant Syrup is a food supplement from Antibiotics that contains 14 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and zinc, as well as flaxseed oil, which supports brain development and all-round health. Well Kid Baby and Infant Tasty Syrup is for children 3 months to 5 years of age. Give your young ones a good start with Well Kid Baby and Infant from Antibiotics UK. Available in pharmacies near you.
Are you a startup, a growing enterprise, or a global powerhouse? Verto helps you experience fast, frictionless global transactions. Need to receive money across continents? Just Verto it. With Verto, you can receive money from over 170 countries in the world and get paid in over 50 currencies, quickly and securely. Our borderless solutions empower startups and large enterprises globally. Effortlessly accept payments, streamline payouts, manage finances, automate financial tasks, and grow revenue. Verto. Cross-border payments simplified. Get started now at www.vertofx.com.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop and is it to stir? Dishes come alive with so much taste. Stand up. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up pouch.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand up pouch.
So much in love.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Omo, hunger dey show people shaky. Dollar and petrol prices just dey turn on your own. But we for Union Bank don package 131 million naira for grabs for the Save and Win Pali promo 4. You could be one of our 3 lucky winners to win the grand prize of 5 million naira each and other exciting prizes. To win, save 10,000 naira or more for your Union Bank account and do at least 5 transactions monthly. To open an account, visit unionbankng.com or the nearest branch today. Promo applies to new and existing customers, but terms and conditions dey sha. Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Whether you're reuniting with loved ones or starting a new adventure, fly Emirates from Lagos to the UK via Dubai and start your holiday on board. Enjoy complimentary food and drink. Explore up to 6,500 channels of entertainment, including live sport. Stay connected with onboard Wi-Fi and keep boredom at bay with special meals and toys for kids. You get so much more in Emirates Economy. Book now at emirates.com. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
We see you, Mr. As My Guy don't win. He said don't ginger. No dollar. We did jolly just come welcome offer. Bet King is giving you 100 naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download Bet King app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 naira instant bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
He of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you dey whine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby? Jerry, now you dey talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. We're going straight back to our caller who we had to pause his contributions because of adverts. We're talking about the dangers of bacterial resistance from antibiotics misuse. Gentlemen on Skype, are you there, please? I think you said you're calling from Israel. Give me a sec. I have to mute. Okay, yeah. Are you there, sir? Okay, I think we've lost his call, so I'll put a call back to him, and let's see if we can get him back on the line. But you see, this thing of talking about fake drugs. Fake drugs is a very important, it's a very important issue. But the causes of antimicrobial resistance, according to the experts, but let's start from this. What is the current state of this issue in the country? We hear that Nigeria is among the countries with the highest burden of antimicrobial resistance. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control says that over 800,000 people die every year. It's a very worrying issue. Okay, we all should be concerned about it. Over 800,000 people die every year from infections that could have been treated with antibiotics. These infections could have been just simply treated with antibiotics and they died needlessly. More than 800,000 people in the country. If they'd used the antibiotics properly, they would have been alive today. 800. So imagine getting a call or a message on your phone that your loved one, God forbid, has died. And they say, what killed him or her? Improper use of antibiotics, or the antibiotics didn't work. So it's a staggering number. 800,000 is an unacceptable number for something that should be so easy and simple to solve. All right, simple. All right, many of these deaths could have been prevented with responsible antibiotic use. So it is sad. Now let's talk about the causes. Since some have raised, several issues. First caller talked about, antibiotics that are made with chalk, therefore highlighting, referring to fake drugs. Second caller talk about labs always diagnosing typhoid, and people take a lot of antibiotics every year. Sometimes in a month they just take it to treat typhoid. I just want to treat typhoid. They go and buy. The last caller on Skype also talked about fake drugs. So let's look at the causes. Okay, let's look at the causes. What the experts say. The main causes of the misuse and overuse of antibiotics. That's you get the antibiotics. You get it. We're talking about antimicrobial resistance or bacterial resistance. That's what we're talking. So we're going with what the experts are saying. Okay? And they're saying you get the correct thing. The antibiotic. You get it. It is an antibiotic. It is not chalk. Okay? But it is misused or it is overused. So like someone said, I want to treat you just there. So I want to treat you. Go and buy a correct, bona fide, genuine, real antibiotic, not chalk. And you are treating what isn't there, for instance. Then they're saying the overuse. So someone treats it every month. He just goes and buy. I also want to treat myself. I want to treat. You just go and buy. Overuse. Without a doctor sitting you down and assessing you and then giving you a prescription. They're not talking about chalk. For now, we're moving, okay, don't worry. So what the experts say is that many people self-medicate. Like the lady who called in with a beautiful contribution says that some parents have basket. Like she has a friend who has a basket. And most of the homes have baskets. You already know it because this is how I've been doing it. She said the baby never fell sick. Well, many people in this country, many of those through no fault of theirs, but because of the economic situation. How many people can afford health care? Go see a doctor and then you have to buy a card. You have to pay for consultation, etc., etc. That's why you have to take advantage of Lagos State health insurance, or you go look for a private health management organization, HMO, or you register for Lagos State health insurance, which is one of the best in the country. So you don't have to self-medicate. You can go see a doctor. Many people self-medicate with antibiotics. I've done it before. Let me put my hand. I've done it before. Okay? You too listening, you have done it before. Because we saw last time I had this, the doctor gave me that. Let me go and, or you Google it and then you go to the pharmacy, please give me that. So that's self-medication with antibiotics, even for viral infections. Like cold, common cold. This is the experts, not me. The experts are saying it. They say even for common cold, people self-medicate. You're not meant to medicate for common cold. Additionally, self-medicate. The experts say that antibiotics are often sold without prescription. So you go to the pharmacy and you just say, give me that, or I have this, without a doctor writing down, okay, I haven't listened to you, haven't assessed you, this is what I'm writing, go and buy this, take this dosage based on this. They prescribe everything for you. So people buy these things, so pharmacists sell these things without a prescription. Sometimes, these are the experts, not me. Sometimes they say that sometimes health professionals also may overprescribe antibiotics. Overprescribe. All right? Now, there was a study published in the Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmacology which found that over 70% of antibiotics sold in Nigeria are sold without prescription. Over 70%, not me saying it. There's a study published in the Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmacology. Found that over 70% of, and I think that even conservative to an extent, over 70% of antibiotics sold in Nigeria are sold without prescription. Think about it. So, a lot needs to be done on the aspect of the regulation and oversight in the sale and distribution of antibiotics in this country. So, these cases are, this is what we're talking about, is you get the right drug. It's not chalk. But the manner you're using it, like one of the ladies says, is making the bacteria stronger and resistant to the drug, the antibiotic, because you're not using it well, right? We talked about what the experts say. What do the experts say? They're talking about the underuse. Sorry, not the underuse. They're talking about the overuse of antibiotics. They're talking about the misuse of antibiotics. Okay. So I mean, please call in and have it, because almost everybody I know has said, I won't go buy antibiotics. It's like, now you buy sweet. So what have you or someone you know misused antibiotics in the past? Do you know the risks associated with self-medication with antibiotics? What do you think are the most effective ways, to raise awareness on the dangers of this thing called bacterial resistance or antimicrobial resistance, better put, in this country? And what role can you and I play as individuals? What role can healthcare professionals, who we just heard from this, report I cited, they have their own role to play too? What role can health professionals play? in preventing this antimicrobial resistance in the country? What can even the government do? 0201-465-7190. It's Health Thursday. Join the conversation. 0201-465-7190. And I want your stories too. I want your stories. You have any experiences, stories? Share with me. I like stories. 99.3.
Yeah,
good morning.
Kofi Bartels. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah.
Your name, sir.
Like you are saying.
Your name, sir.
Yeah, my name is Rapu.
Rapu, you called
Hello?
yesterday.
What you are saying.
Yeah, Rapu, sorry. I'm sorry. You called yesterday.
I don't get you. Hello?
Sorry about that. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Aqua, calling from Lekki.
Okay, go.
Yeah, Mr. Kofi, I want to start. God will really help us, Sha. Because that misuse of antibiotics, even the doctor says that if you want to meet the doctor, it's something that you spend, and some people don't have money. Something that you spend a huge fat money to even see doctor is a problem. Now, that just like what the other caller said, the antibiotics that we have now is let me just say this, fake. You cannot see the quality of it. So that is why even me personally, I do self-medication, because sometimes if you want to go and see the doctor now, you start telling you to fill form, do this before you can now see a doctor for you to be able to do the proper thing.
Okay.
So now,
give me an example. Sorry, sir. Give me an example. The self-medication. Give me an example of what you buy. So let's say you have an infection or something. What are you going to go buy?
Can you say that again?
Yeah. So when you self-medicate, what are the what drugs do you buy? What are the antibiotics you will go to pharmacy?
Like Ampiclox.
You buy Ampiclox, okay. Which other one?
I think it's only Ampiclox and ampicillin that I always use. The one that is red and black.
What do you buy?
One they call ampicillin.
What do you buy it for?
Sometimes if you have something like, maybe you have something like heat coming out from your body.
Okay.
The antibiotics there, those ones can.
Let's not go too far. It's okay. Let's leave it at that. So what dosage, what milligram do you buy? Because you are.
It's normal 500.
No,
500 milligrams.
How do you know that 500 is what you need? When you say normal,
the root it's on the body now. It's on the body now, so it's in the body. You will see it there.
Okay, but are you not concerned that you might be, giving yourself what you don't need? Maybe you need something else.
Actually, I don't know for other people, because just like what the woman said, we have people who have BP, but at the end they will end up, when they have the BP now, the BP now will make them have headache, and so they will think it's typhoid. So sometimes they now go and buy typhoid and malaria drugs each time they have headache, not knowing that sometimes it's BP that rise. So for my own side, I really know if I am buying drugs, I know what I'm buying for, and I know how I use it.
Apart from Ampiclox, ampicillin, which other ones do you buy for yourself?
Ampicillin, that red and black.
All right. So you are very sure that you know yourself and you know what you're buying.
Yes.
And it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Okay. You're clearing all the bacteria. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
I ask you what is it buying for? You say heat. Which kind of heat? I beg, Joe. The heat. Okay. So you see the issue here. People are so sure they know. They are so sure they are right. Like they know what they need. They know, the combination. Some of these drugs have developed. Some have been phased out. Some are maybe outdated. Some maybe they've seen that, okay, it's not working in this part of the world. So how will you know? Is it not better to go and fill those forms and then you get healthy than say, oh, we fill too many forms in the hospital, let me just go and buy, I know the combination. The red and black one, 500, normal 500 milligrams. He said normal. My guy. 99.3,
Hello.
good morning. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Who do you have on the line, please?
This is Tunde calling from Misuse.
Tunde, we're doing 1 day on, 1 day off. Oh.
I
So we
never
can give-
call from this show now.
No. You called yesterday. It doesn't matter. Yes, so that we can give
So,
more.
so for the whole show that you take,
Yeah.
so once you call now, the next show you can't be able to call.
Tomorrow. You can send me a message. You can send a message, WhatsApp, Facebook. Sorry. So we can give more people a chance. There's so many people waiting on the line. I'm so sorry, okay? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Kofi, I don't like you bang my phone.
No,
Anytime
sorry.
I call your show, you banging my phone.
I didn't
For
bang-
3 days, I have not called you.
No, you called yesterday. You called yesterday, Rapper.
I didn't call you. I don't like this because I'm a popular. My name is popular. Let me air my point.
Hold on, sir. So sorry. You called me yesterday now. After you called, Rapper.
I didn't call you on Monday. I didn't call you on Tuesday. Today, I want to air my point.
No, you
This
called.
is a very important issue. Very crucial issue.
You called yesterday. I'll allow you speak.
You keep banging my call.
I will allow you speak, okay? But please adhere to the rule I've put up. If you call on Monday, Tuesday arrest. Call Wednesday. But are you agreeing that you called yesterday?
Yes, I agreed. I called yesterday. Yes, but I didn't call on Monday. I didn't call on Tuesday.
But the rule is 1 day on, 1 day off. Okay, we have a caller coming through. 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn your radio set off.
Sorry, it's off now. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you very much. Please go on.
Okay, my name is Dr. Anya, and I'm currently practicing.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you please speak up a bit? Sorry about it. Just speak up.
My name is Dr. Anya.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm currently practicing in Lagos State.
Okay, fantastic. Doc, how are you there?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay.
It's just my first time on your show, but I felt I should air my view on it.
Yeah. Please go on.
Okay. One of the callers earlier talked about the fact that whenever they go to a facility, they keep prescribing medications for malaria and typhoid.
Exactly. And I said we'll bring someone next week to talk about that.
Yeah, so the thing is, sometimes we as Nigerians and Africans, we never listen. I've been practicing for a good number of years now, and when I see my patients and tell them, you only need to do a malaria test, I suspect you have malaria. And they do this test, and it comes out positive, and I prescribe anti-malarials for them. They feel I'm a fraud. So they keep asking this question, Doctor, what of antibiotics? Doctor, are you not going to prescribe antibiotics? Are you not going to do wide-out tests for me? So it's an issue, really, and we try, I know I and some of my colleagues that try at the point of duty to desensitize them of this opinion they have. Nigerians need to understand that if they see a case of typhoid for real, it's shocking, it's terrible, it's very complicated. And it is rare. Typhoid itself is something that you get through contaminated food and water. And for it to even enter the contaminated food and water, it means that somebody around you was having typhoid and went to the toilet, did not wash their hands, prepared your food, you ate the food or you drank the water, something like that, and you started having those symptoms. So Nigerians need to trust health professionals when they come to see us. And our colleagues in the labs too, and the pharmacists should also help. Because sometimes it's their profession. As much as this medicine and this healthcare is a calling, it's also a profession. So if they see a patient that is insisting on purchasing antibiotics regardless of your advice, they have no choice but to give them these antibiotics. And so this is how they encourage antimicrobial resistance. What will I call it? It's very interlinked, let me put it that way. Because, for example, we had a patient that we had to take a sample from to test, to know what antibiotics to give to her. You won't believe that it was only one specific class of antibiotics that was sensitive to what she was going through.
Oh, really? That was working?
Right.
That was working? Only one?
Only one.
That was working?
Every other thing was resistance. Why? Because over the years, they go to Anywhere they go to, they tell them, oh, you have an infection, take antibiotics. These are the antibiotics you take. And antibiotics are of different classes, of different types. You don't just jump. If you have to take it, you don't just jump to take it. You go step by step. And of course, something is supposed to work ordinarily. Because like the common cold you talked about, you tell them that, oh, just take vitamin C, just take lots of water, try to do some steam inhalation. They say this doctor doesn't know what she's doing. I'm going to go out and buy antibiotics. And they buy it. So that immediate gratification they receive is just the antibiotics killing even the good bacteria, because we have good bacteria in our body that God put in place. So it's killing off the good bacteria as well. So it gives them this feeling of it's working. But over time, when they truly need it, it doesn't work for them. Why? Because they have developed resistance to it. And you know that some of our medications are actually sponsored and partially funded. So they try to keep creating the antibiotics, the antimicrobials, or the microorganisms rather. New strains keep coming out, and nothing is responding to it. And you watch the person going, and you can do absolutely nothing about it. It's painful to see deaths that can be avoided.
People die from this. People die from this.
Yes, they do. They do. You see these things, and it's like difficulty level. What is supposed to work at that level of difficulty is not working for this person. Why? The person has messed up their biotic system, and so nothing is working. And then you just watch them go, and there's nothing you can do. You just keep having to do supportive things. So there's bacterial, there's viral, there are fungi, but they just give antibiotics. Antibiotics are meant for just bacteria. They're expected to work for viral infections, for fungal infections. It doesn't work that way. So Nigerians should also learn to be patient and to
Can you repeat the last thing you said? 'Cause I think it's very important.
Okay. I said amongst the microorganisms that pass diseases to us, there are bacteria, there are viruses, there are fungal microorganisms. Antibiotics are strictly for bacterial microorganisms. Like the common cold you mentioned, it's a viral organism. You just have to support the body to get rid of it. Taking antibiotics for a common cold, for instance, even if you feel it works, it just worsens your immune system. It did not help you.
Absolutely.
So as we make an effort to diagnose properly, to prescribe properly, Nigerians should also trust our judgment. And just to add, fun fact, the wider test that they keep doing is something that even the WHO does not. It's not the standard of care for typhoid fever. Funny enough.
I see. Very, very interesting. I mean, you're the first. I don't remember any doctor, but I think several doctors have said it. But it's the first time I can remember that someone is saying, "Hey, typhoid is rare, and if you have typhoid, it's a serious thing that they will have to quarantine you." Sorry?
It's rare and it's very complicated. It has a complication.
So, I mean, how come the labs? I've been asking myself since I can remember my university days, how come the labs, every time you go, oh, typhoid. I mean, like, I said, wow, when I was young as a child, I used to think typhoid was a very serious and dangerous thing. But everywhere you go, your lab will go, typhoid. You know what?
Because again, the society has a role to play in the standard of care and the treatment they receive. That's why I said make the statement that as much as medicine or healthcare is a calling for some people, it's also a profession. So nobody sets up a lab and says, I'm not going to make money. When they see that the next...
maybe we lost a lady. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway. Maybe the previous caller mentioned it. I said, hey, we got to bring someone here to talk about this typhoid matter. I'm happy that the doctor called. I've taken a number down because this whole typhoid malaria thing. I used to ask myself, is there no other thing that can worry people? Just my common sense. Anyway, we have to leave it at that. Please, we have to be careful. We have to take very, very, very serious care of ourselves. Don't go abusing antibiotics. Please. The answer lies in responsible antibiotic use. Okay, this means only using antibiotics when they are prescribed by a healthcare professional. Specifically a doctor. You go to the hospital, get checked. Completing the full treatment course, you have to do that, like one caller said, and not sharing your antibiotics with others. Or give me some small may I take too. Very important. If you have to fill forms, because staying alive is better than not filling forms, going to self-medicate, and then you die. Many people, like you heard a doctor, several are dying because they will keep trying different antibiotics. They are not working, and they die needlessly. My name is Kofi Bartels. Please stay safe out there. Let's go for a break.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Hey there, moms and dads. Did you know that some children are picky eaters and also do not get enough fruits and vegetables from their diet? Well Kid Baby and Infant Syrup is a food supplement from Antibiotics that
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.